If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com, and of course you can use the code TVM at the checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do Team of the Year predictions, but it's going to be, I don't want to say it's a cop-out because I am going to be a little bit controversial in some of the players that I leave out. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of the Team of the Year nominees, but I'm going to leave out the ones that I just think are not going to get a chance at this, right? So the ones on screen we'll talk about, and we'll say why I think they deserve to be there, and potentially that they will be there, you know, and what EA are thinking, and the votes and all that nonsense. But I'm going to leave a lot of people out. Let's just start, and we'll go through this. And maybe you'll understand what I'm talking about, right? So I'm going to go from the lowest rated to the highest rated. So up first, Onana. I don't think he's going to get into to Team of the Year. Whether I believe that they deserve to get in there or not is irrelevant. I just don't think Onana will get given a Team of the Year card. Tagliafico. Again, I don't think he'll get a Team of the Year card. I think EA will leave him out of the whole thing. Trent Alexander-Arnold will get one. It's going to be very hard for them to deny him a Team of the Year card. Of course, I know a lot of people were voting for it, and I don't know what percentage of the vote actually counts, but I just don't believe these votes, you know? Like, EA will often put out SBCs, and they're like, right, we're going to give you a player pick now, and whichever one you pick, that's the one you vote for. I don't believe them half the time because I just think they're talking out their backsides. There was a pick a little while ago between two players, and I think Willian won it, even though I don't ever remember seeing anyone on social media vote for Willian at all. I did, but no one else did, and yet he won it. I just think it's rigged. So I don't really buy into these votes. Jordan Henderson, no, I don't think he's going to get it. Don't get me wrong, as a Liverpool fan, I'd like him to, but I don't think he'll get it. Jadon Sancho's an interesting one. This is the first one that we've come to, really, that I think is going to be very difficult for anyone to guess, because you can argue that he deserves to be there, but you can argue against it as well. So I'm very much on the fence when it comes to Sancho. I'm going to go out on a limb, though, and say no. Gini Wijnaldum. Again, you can argue why he deserves to be there, but I'm going to say no. Even though I'm a Liverpool fan, I'd love to see it. I just don't think it's going to happen. Dusan Tadic, I'm going to say no straight away. I don't think he will be there. Again, like I said, whether I think he deserves to be there or not is irrelevant. I just don't think EA will choose him. Kai Havertz. Now, in my opinion, he doesn't deserve to get a Team of the Year card. Whether EA will choose him or not, though, is another story. I mean, he's a big name in world football right now. He's one of those players that everybody predicts will replace the likes of Ronaldo and Messi in years to come. He's one of those big sort of youth players, wonder kids, if you will. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him there, but I don't think he deserves to be there. But I think someone like Sancho or even Wijnaldum, even Tadic deserve to be there maybe more than Kai Havertz this year round. So we'll have to wait and see. De Ligt. That's an interesting one, and one that I'm very much on the fence of. I don't know, because obviously for his time at Juve, no, obviously, because he's done nothing. But for his time at Ajax and what they did in the Champions League and obviously domestically and things, I'd argue for it. I really would, but I don't know. I'm thinking no. But if he's there, I'm not going to complain. Alexandro, I'm going to say no. Personally, I mean, would I be surprised to see him there? No, not in the slightest. Would I be upset to see him there? No, not really. Unless they left out the next guy, Andy Robertson. Now, in my opinion, Andy Robertson deserves to be there in Team of the Year. Oh, you're just biased. You're a Liverpool fan. Yeah, probably. But no, they won the Champions League. He was part of that team. He had a lot of assists. He was involved heavily in everything last year. So it's a no-brainer for me. Obviously, we are going on individual ability and talent and things, but at the same time, Team of the Year, like the Ballon d'Or for instance, is judged on the amount of trophies that your team has won as well as the individual record, right? So with that being said, I think Andy Robertson deserves to be there ahead of Alexandro. If EA include both of them, then we're laughing. Fabinho. This is an interesting one and a difficult one to judge, really, because I'd like to say yes, but I am edging on the side of no. Again, another one that I'm definitely on the fence with, and I wouldn't be surprised either way, but I am edging on no. Don't know how I feel about that one. Jose Jimenez, I'm going to say no straight away, just without any shadow of a doubt. I'm just going to say no, and we're going to move on. Frankie de Jong, I'd love to see this guy get a Team of the Year card, I really would, but is it a little too soon? I don't know. Not that this is going to ruin his career if he gets one. What I'm saying is, has he done enough? That's the question. He's playing well actually now at Barca. He wouldn't be giving it for the performances at Barca, but he's actually hit the ground running there. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him get that Team of the Year card. I'd like it. I really would. Ziyech. Now this is one that I think deserves to happen, but I don't think will because he plays for Ajax, and it sounds stupid because the likes of Frankie de Jong, right? I think if you had to pick between de Jong and Ziyech, which one would you choose? Obviously everyone's going to pick de Jong, but I think Ziyech would deserve it more. However, because he now plays for Barca, I think EA are far more likely to choose de Jong over Ziyech, which is wrong, but that's the way I think it's going to go. Marquinhos, and we might as well talk about Verratti as well, both of them combined. I'd be surprised to see either of them there, if I'm honest. Leonardo Bonucci, very much in that category as well. I'd be very surprised to see him get himself a Team of the Year. Roberto Firmino, for his services to Liverpool Football Club and what he does, I'd love to see it, but I just think he's going to miss out very narrowly, but I think he'll miss out. Skriniar, this is a guy I would love to see get one, and I hope he gets one, and I'm going to say yes. He's actually going to win my actual predictions as a green light. I think he deserves to be there. Very, very good defender, and I would love to see that happen. Joshua Kimmich, again, it's going to be... I mean, if they choose more than 2 right-backs, Kimmich, in my opinion, should be there. If they are only choosing 1 right-back, Trent all day long. Karim Benzema. I'm trying to think who I would choose ahead of him, actually. That's an interesting one, because, yeah, how many... I mean, he's one of those players that you just instantly say no to, but when you really look at his stats and you think about it, actually, I don't know, maybe. On the fence, Thiago Silva, I'm going to say no. Mats Hummels, I'm also going to say no. Jan Vertonghen, obviously, for what Spurs did in the Champions League, you could definitely argue Jan Vertonghen, but there are a lot of centre-backs up for grabs here, and I've got 2 in mind already, so I am going to say no to Jan Vertonghen. Heung-min Son, I'm going to say yes. Obviously, they got to the final of the Champions League last year. Heung-min Son, massive part of that as well. Maybe not the best of seasons last year compared to other seasons. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I don't have the figures in front of me, but I don't know. I really would like to say yes. Him or Benzema. Obviously, I prefer to have Son, but him or Benzema in terms of real-life performance? Maybe Son, maybe. Laporte. Laporte isn't a player that I actually had in mind, but you know, now that you mention it, they did win the league, record points tally and all that nonsense. So yeah, I don't know. I am on the fence with this one. I would very much like to say yes, but again, he doesn't quite eclipse the 2 defenders that I have in mind. Bernardo Silva, I'd love to see him there, but I can't see it happening. Jordi Alba, I'm going to come out and say no straight away. Dybala, same. Again, all of these players would be amazing. I would like to see every single one of them, but I just can't see it happening. Marco Reus, I can't see that he's done enough to get himself a Team of the Year card. Aubameyang would be amazing, but again, I just don't think he's done enough. Christian Eriksen, once more. They made it to the final, sure, but I don't know. I don't know whether he's done enough to get there. Mane, I would say yes, hands down, one of the best players in the world right now. In my opinion, he's in the top 5 in the world right now. Ironically, I don't include the likes of Ronaldo in there. Obviously, Messi would get in there. Neymar, last 12 months, I'm not convinced. Mbappe would get in there, Mane would get in there, and Kevin De Bruyne would probably be in my top 5 this year. Which kind of gives you some inclination as to who I'm going to choose going forward. Ederson, I think if there's only one goalkeeper to be chosen, you know who I'm going to pick. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll get there when we get there. David Silva, very good season for Manchester City last year. I think he's been injured for most of it this year, to be fair to him. But I would like to see him recognised for it, but I just don't think he's Team of the Year worthy. Raheem Sterling, this is where the controversy starts. Would you choose Salah or Sterling? And as a Liverpool fan, I have to choose Salah. But if Sterling gets there, A, I won't be complaining, and B, I won't hold any grudges against him at all. Fantastic player with a great record. Sergio Ramos, I'm going to go and say yes. Oh, I hate myself for it. I really do. I reckon he will get a Team of the Year. And I'm not even going to back it with stats or any reason why. I just think he will get a Team of the Year. Kylian Mbappe will get one, let's be honest. Hands down, deserves to be there. He'll get one. I'd love to see N'Golo Kante get one, but I just don't think he will. Koulibaly is a good shout, really, but again, I just don't think he's going to get there. Harry Kane, interesting, because I don't think I've picked out any other striker yet. And I might as well include them all in one go here. Harry Kane, Sergio Aguero, Robert Lewandowski. How many of those are going to get chosen? If I said 2, which 2 would you pick out of Aguero, Lewandowski and Kane? Now, in terms of FIFA, obviously you'd probably pick Aguero and one of the other 2. In terms of real life, like actual performance, it's difficult, isn't it? Do you know, I just, my head is telling me Aguero and Lewandowski, even though if you just go on Champions League, I don't know why I keep referring to the Champions League, but I suppose it's one you can compare everyone with. If you just go on Champions League, Aguero and Kane and Lewandowski. If you went and including domestic, maybe Lewandowski and Aguero. I don't know. I know that the constant there is Lewan. You have to choose Lewan as Team of the Year. He has to get one. He's one of, if not Europe's top goal scorers and best strikers. He's so prolific. You'd have to choose him for Team of the Year in my opinion. But the other 2, I don't know. Answers on a postcard. Alisson is in there, and for me, best keeper in Europe right now. Definitely going to pick him. Best keeper in the world. Screw Europe. Best keeper in the world, Alisson. Luka Modric. I like this guy a lot. Again, even though he's getting on a bit now, he's definitely an unsung hero. Doesn't get some of the praise maybe he does deserve in that Real Madrid team. Not that they're that great right now, but I think he will just miss out. Virgil van Dijk will get there. There's no point dwelling on him. He will get in there. Mo Salah. This is one of those ones that I think people have been going, right, which would you choose, Mane or Salah to get into Team of the Year? And obviously Mane, in my opinion, just does edge Salah. And for me, I think if they choose Sterling over Salah, I'm not going to be complaining. Ter Stegen in there, good shout, but no. Eden Hazard, good shout, but no. Kevin De Bruyne, in my opinion, has to be there. One of the first names on the team sheet for sure. Jan Oblak. I'd like to see him get a Team of the Year card, but I just don't really see that. I don't really see him getting ahead of Alisson. And if they only choose 1, Alisson has to be there. If they choose 2, it'll be between him and Ederson for the second spot, in my opinion. That brings us to the controversial top 3. Now, over the last 12 months, in my opinion, Lionel Messi is the only one of those 3 guaranteed to get himself a Team of the Year card. In my opinion, all 3 of them will get it. That's not what I'm saying. It's going to be difficult. If they only choose 11 players, I don't see how you can. Because there's going to be uproar no matter what happens here. And I don't want to upset anyone in this video. This is just an opinion. But if you were to look at the stats of the last 12 months, Messi aside, because Messi's been consistent and prolific and what have you, if you looked at Neymar and Ronaldo's stats for the last 12 months and compared them to the likes of Raheem Sterling and Mane and Salah, Neymar in particular, he doesn't really live up to what they've done. Now, Ronaldo not so much, right? Because Ronaldo, despite the fact that he obviously moved to a new league, he proved that he can do it, right? And I'm not going to begrudge him that in the slightest. If EA want to include him, I'm not going to argue against it. I'm not going to say he doesn't deserve it. He got 21 goals and 8 assists in 30 starts last season for Juventus, and that is fantastic. You know, averaging a goal contribution every single game, more or less. That's great. Neymar, on the other hand, right, and that's 30 games played for Juve in a season, by the way. If we're going to look at Champions League for Ronaldo last year, he played 9 games. He got 8 goal contributions. Again, I'm not denying that. That's a great record. Neymar, on the other hand, right, Neymar only played 16 games last year. Okay, his record is unbelievable. He's got 15 goals, 7 assists in 16 starts. That's crazy good. But he only played 16 games in the entire last season. If we go to the Champions League, I don't actually know how far PSG got last year. Can't quite remember. But he played 6 times in the Champions League last year and got 7 goals. So, is that really enough to give him a Team of the Year when he only played 20 games or thereabouts the entire season? If you were to compare that, and I'm not going to talk about Ronaldo, I reckon he'll get in there, and I'm not going to argue either way. But if you compare that to the likes of Mane, right? Compare Neymar to the likes of Mane. Neymar started 16 games in the league and 6 in the Champions League. Mane played more league games last year than Neymar played games completely. He played 35, or he started 35. If you want to talk about the Champions League, he played, obviously Liverpool went much further than what PSG did, but he played 13 Champions League games in the 18-19 season. To be fair, it didn't do anywhere near as good as Neymar did across those games, but still he played more games, he was involved in more games. So you can't argue Neymar deserves to be there ahead of Mane, and even someone else. Let's go and talk about Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling last season, obviously I've got the stats in front of me now. Raheem Sterling last season played 31 games, so again he's doubled the amount of games Neymar has played. He scored 17 goals, he got 10 assists, has 27 goal contributions in the league in 31 games. That again is double the amount of games that Neymar played. If we talk about the Champions League, once more, Man City didn't go as far as Liverpool did, obviously, but he still played 10 games in the Champions League and he got 7 goal contributions. So, in my opinion, Raheem Sterling, Mane, Salah, you name it, deserve to be there ahead of Neymar. But you know what it's about. It's about making money for EA, and it's about selling packs. It's about getting the hype going. Are you going to be more inclined to open packs to get yourself a Team of the Year Raheem Sterling, or are you going to open packs to get yourself a Team of the Year Neymar? Neymar in your team is going to do wonders compared to Sterling. That will be in your head, and that will be at your fingertips when you're the one deciding which amount of FIFA points to buy to open packs. Now, in my opinion, Neymar doesn't deserve a Team of the Year this year, but I fully believe he'll get one. And it's wrong, but it's what we've become accustomed to. But that's going to do it for today. It's a bit of a weird one. I literally went through, I didn't expect to do what I did, to be fair. I went through every single card, telling you whether I think he's going to get there or not. And, you know, there might be some controversy in there. I did try and stay on the fence on some of them, because I knew, A, I'd upset people, and B, I didn't really know what my head was telling me. But feel free to let me know in the comments whether you think I'm right or wrong on the whole Neymar debate, whether you think Ronaldo deserves to be there or not. Just, I know I've said, oh, Messi deserves to be there, and I didn't even contest it, but I just want to look. Obviously, you can't see what I'm doing, but I want to look just to see what Messi stats are. So Messi actually, I mean, this is why Messi deserves to be there, right? So Messi only played 29 times last season, or started 29 games last season for Barcelona. The difference between that and Neymar is, of course, that he has less than double the amount of games played. However, Messi scored 36 goals and got 13 assists last year in 29 games. That alone just, I mean, that's why he's going to get Team of the Year, and that's why he deserves to get Team of the Year. And of course, played in the Champions League up until Liverpool battered them in the second leg. I'm not biased at all. 12 goals in 9 starts with 3 assists. That's why Messi deserves to be there. But it's going to be very interesting to see whether Ronaldo makes it. Like I said, I'm not going to begrudge him if he does. And it'll be really interesting to see if Neymar gets there ahead of anyone, because, in my opinion, he doesn't deserve to. If you have enjoyed today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel video, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.